I'd like to call this meeting of the Festus City Council in order. Roll call, please. Roll call, please.
Here.
Carrie, I'm here. You're very, very soft on your volume, though.
Yeah, I can't hear. I can't hear.
This yet. Councilman Dennis,
Here.
Councilman Venz,
Here.
Councilman Cook,
Here.
Councilman Tennant.
Here. We do have a forum. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Approval of the consent agenda. Tonight, we have warrants totaling $170,843.93.
So moved.
Motion's been made to approve the consent agenda and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes,
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tennant.
Yes. Approval of the consent agenda has passed. Remarks of visitors.
We did not receive any.
We have no remarks of visitors. We'll move right into bids. Plasma air retrofit.
Yes, sir. This is something we've been looking at. Obviously, a lot of cities or businesses with public spaces have been looking at this technology. It's a ionization system that fits into your heating and cooling system. This neutralizes particulate matter, bacteria, virus, cells, odorous gases, aerosols, and volatile organic compounds. What we have here is a proposal from Trane Corporation. This has been through the Omnia, formerly U.S. Communities bidding process. This would equip all of our buildings, 17 units total, with a retrofit for public safety and would be reimbursed through the CARES Act funding available to us.
And the total on that is
$58,686.
$58,686.
Yes, sir.
I will entertain a motion to accept the bid of $58,686 from Trane for plasma air retrofit.
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
yes,
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer.
Motion passes. We'll have a plasma air retrofit. Our next bid is for well number 8 and well number 10 upgrades.
This is something that Jim Tyndall has been working on for us. He and I have been going around about making sure that while we receive water from the Jefferson County Water Authority, there are times where we need to supplement our supply from our existing wells, well 8 and well 10. But they do need some attention. Obviously, safe, clean water is very important, especially during a global pandemic. So what you have here is for well 8 is a rebuild of the existing pump and the installation of a variable frequency drive that allows us to control the speed of that well pump and takes away, the way it's set up right now is it's either on or it's off. And when it hits, it can hit pretty hard. The chlorination system on well 10 has been in need of attention for quite some time. We thought that with the CARES Act funding available to us, being able to repair the existing pump and install that VFD and also get that chlorination system working optimally would be a good way to go. So you have a proposal here for the rebuild and VFD for $26,346 from Illinois Electric Works, and then the well 10 chlorination retrofit from Seidner Environmental Services for $5,981.61.
Is there any discussion?
On that second one you talked about, I see it says, depending on, it could be more or less if he finds, I guess, more trouble with it, or what I'm reading.
On the well 8 rebuild,
Yes.
yeah, there's obviously once you get in there, that pump has not been touched since its original installation nearly 40 years ago. So there is the possibility that there could be some additional expenses, but odds are they will fall within a couple of $1,000s that we would be able to address when they come up. If they exceed $5,000, we'd have to come back for you to for your approval.
Okay.
Any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion first to accept the bid for $26,346. The Illinois Electric Works to rebuild and VFD installation of well 8.
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. Roll call, please. Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie.
Yes.
That passes for the bid for Illinois Electric Work for $26,346. We have a bid from Snyder Environmental Services for $5,981.61 for the chloration system on well 10. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes. You have approved a bid of $5,981.61 to Schneider Environmental Services. 2020 John Deere 410L backhoe.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. Before you this evening, I have a request to purchase a John Deere backhoe for replacement in our water department. As I noted in my staff report, this unit actually is cheaper than the last time we replaced a backhoe in 2016. It's $1,000 cheaper at that time, as I was commenting to Councilman Warrior before the meeting, I don't believe we could buy a pickup truck cheaper today than we could in 2016. So it's an amazing feat, the economy that we get with purchasing from state bid. So again, my request is to purchase the backhoe for $112,275 for the water department.
Excuse me. I kind of looked into this and it seemed like really, to me, a decent price on this thing.
It is, yes, sir.
How old was our old backhoe? How many years we get out of her?
It's a 2001.
Yeah, that's right, 2001. So
Wow.
better than 19 years.
That's been long enough.
That's pretty good. We can make this one last 19 years.
Real-
So will that be sold off or still used?
Well, I think we're gonna shuffle them. I don't think we'll sell this one off, but there'll be one in the fleet that does go. So yes, we'll have one fewer backhoe, but yeah, they'll be shuffled down and around.
Hey, Greg, does Parks need a backhoe or is their equipment up to date pretty good?
That's a good question, Mike, and I honestly don't know off the top of my head what the status of their equipment is and if they need one. But as Matt mentioned, if we can do some shuffling and meet some other needs, I think that's something we would be more than open to.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid on the John Deere 410.
Motion's been made to accept the bid on the John Deere backhoe. And
Second,
we have a second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Benz,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cooks.
Yes.
Motion has been approved. You can buy your backhoe.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Sir, you turn your microphone on. It's been approved. You can buy your backhoe.
Thank you. Is that two or just the one backhoe?
No, just the one.
Okay.
Come on now.
Nice try, man.
And the next bid that we have is for, let's see here. Next bid we have is for two 2022 single axle dump trucks with snow plow and spreader.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, member City Council, as Mayor alluded to, this time it is for two. There was some difficulty. I actually sent Carrie a bad copy of that memorandum. So if any of you have the old version in front of you, I'm happy to read the contents of the memo so you know what we're asking for exactly. But again, we're going to be utilizing the state bid to replace a 2000 and a 2005 model unit. Both of these are budgeted this year in the water and the sewer, or excuse me, the water and the street department. The price for these is $139,082. So that's plow and spreader included. So it's not just the dump truck, that's the dump truck, plow and spreader. So the total request today is $278,164 to replace, again, that 2000 and 2005 model dump truck. Unfortunately, these we won't probably get in time for the snow season, but they'll be put in service as soon as we can get them.
Is there any question or any discussion?
Matt, how much are the trucks, the dump trucks, and then I'm sure that this Viking, I guess, is
Yes,
the
sir.
equipment. I'm just trying
So,
to
let's see.
figure out how much the spreader and plow is.
The spreader and plow are $66,169 each.
So basically then, 80,000 roughly for the dump truck. and bed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll make a motion on buying the 2022 single axle dump trucks with the snow plow and spreader. Two of them.
Two of them. Motion's been made. I need a second.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Benz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
yes,
Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Motion has passed. You may buy your 2 dump trucks. Ordinances and resolutions. Tonight we have a resolution number 4603.5 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the resolution?
Resolution number 4603.5, a resolution of intent expressing support of the development of Sunridge Meadows, a 60-unit senior rental complex located on Brandon Wallace Way.
And if you have any questions, Bob Ring and several of his partners, I know Matt is on our Zoom call here to answer any of your questions about the resolution and also the planned unit development.
Hey, Greg, I got a question. Isn't there 2 proposed possible units? If endorsing one, does that give it credence over another? That's my only concern.
Really, at the end of the day, I think that's for the Missouri Housing Department to sort out.
Okay, but if we're gonna, can we endorse both? I mean, is it, I'm getting interference. I apologize. I don't know what's wrong.
Sorry about that. That's
Okay.
probably a good question for Bob or Matt in reference to how the process works with MHDC. At the end of the day, we're just basically saying that we support the development. There's nothing to say that we're limited to the number of developments that we can support.
Okay, I think you answered my question. So if the other developer comes in, we can do the exact same thing for them too as well.
We already have, actually. If you think about last
Right.
month, that was Pat Werner's
Pat Warner,
proposal that we passed a resolution of support for as well.
no need for input then. Thank you so much.
So Greg, do we write a letter of recommendation to both companies?
That's it's an identical letter.
It's in here.
Yeah, it should be. It's basically the same letter that we penned for Pat Werner's development on the other side of Brandon Wallace Way.
Right.
The letter, other than changing the name of the development and the specs as far as the number of units, the letter is virtually identical.
Okay. So everything we've given to Jamaican, we've give to Pat as well.
Equal, correct.
Okay. Good.
Is there any other discussion?
Mr. Mayor, I would appreciate all the support that you and the council are giving us, and I would only ask that you write our letter in dark, bold, black ink, and perhaps put my good friend Pat Werner's letter in invisible ink. I'm just kidding. We're good friends and friendly competitors, but I do appreciate all the help you guys have been giving us. We really do appreciate it.
Well, you're quite welcome. I'd entertain a motion to approve resolution 4603.5.
So moved.
so moved,
I have a motion and I have a second. And we'll need a roll call, please.
Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
yes,
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes.
Motion passed. The resolution has passed.
Thank you all.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And we have one bill, bill number 4604. Will the clerk please read that bill for the first time?
Bill number 4604, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the plan unit development revision for Truman Village as described in Section 1 of this ordinance and establishing an effective date.
Bill 4604 is now open for discussion. Could I have a staff report?
Certainly, and this dovetails with the resolution of support. This makes the zoning on the PUD fit for the residential development now. This went through P&Z and received their approval and made the recommendation for the change to the PUD.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, do I have a motion to, could I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4604 for the second time?
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4604 for the second time?
Bill number 4604, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, approving the plan unit development revision for Truman Village as described in Section 1 of this ordinance and establishing an effective date. Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Vins,
Yes.
Councilman Wilkie,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner.
Yes.
Bill 4604 has passed. New business.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Tonight's new business, I have an appointment to the Park Board, and I have talked with the city administrator, and in the future, if I have appointments to boards, I will make sure that that name of that person, the information gets into your packet. The person that I have to appoint to the Park Board is Dave Davis. He is also a member of the Planning and Zoning Board, and he came to me and wanted to be on the Park Board. So I'd like to appoint him. Could I entertain a motion to appoint Dave Davis to the Park Board?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Mr. Davis is now a member of the Park Board. Paperless government policy.
Yes, sir.
Staff report, please.
As you know, we're working towards getting those Microsoft Surface tablets into your hands here soon. We'll obviously have a work session so that you'll be able to answer any and all questions related to their operation and care. The policy is just to outline the fact that, one, the city is doing this to move to a paperless agenda and council packet, and just sets some rules as far as who gets them, how they're used, how they're maintained, and if there's any problems as far as damage, or if, say, someone was no longer with the city, about its return. So a simple one page to pretty much cover how we're going to use these in the future. And they are all piled up in my office right now and hope to have them in your hands here in the next couple of weeks.
I guess that means we'll need to have a work session in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes,
3
sir.
weeks.
Yes, sir.
You bet.
I'd like to make a comment, please.
Teach me how to use it.
Greg, do these take special chargers? I mean,
Everything will come with the units. They come with obviously the tablet itself. They have an attachable, detachable keyboard and also a stylus or pen. Matt made a very good suggestion, and we'll be also getting some cases for them. They don't come with cases, as it turns out, so that they will be safe and protected in the event that they get a little bump or something like that.
or rain.
Or rain, yes.
I'd like to make a comment, please.
Sure.
So, yeah, it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and everyone was receiving paper packets. And at that time, we started doing electronic packets for people. And I think that was our introduction into this paperless program that we're attempting here. And I mean, since then, if we look back, now we're on YouTube Live. We have our internet site has really done so much better. Twitter, we're going to have some texting. We're going to hopefully expand our emails to our citizens also. So I think that the city has just really done a good job in the last 4 or 5 years to try to keep pace with electronics. I think this is going to be another milestone for us to be able to communicate better and waste less. So I'm very happy to see this.
I have one question. I wasn't able to open the packet online, and I tried on an Apple product and I tried on my other computer. Was that just me, or am I doing something wrong? Or
I didn't receive any calls or questions from anyone else about not being able to open the packet. Kevin, I know we've had some of that in the past. One thing for sure is this will be, because we have to index the packet, so to speak, it'll be bookmarked, so you'll be able to jump to sections frontwards, backwards,
Okay.
like that. That'll all
Okay.
go through the Adobe program, and that should fix a lot of those problems for you.
okay, cool. Thanks, Greg.
It is very cumbersome right now, sometimes trying to make everything work. And I think with the Zoom meetings that we're having and the council, everything is really progressing very smoothly. I can understand Jim Tenen. I can hear him all the way over here. And
Bring Jim
so
Tenen.
if I can hear Jim, we're doing a fantastic job with this.
Will this eliminate the other emails that we will be getting on, after we get the notebook pad, you'll stop emailing our other website?
As far as sending the packets to you?
Yeah.
We're looking at doing two different things. I think just for the safety of making sure that you get it, we're going to set up a Dropbox where you'll be able to go and download the packet, but we'll also be sending it to you in an email, a secure email as well. So you'll actually have two ways of getting it, which is either direct via email or just log into what will be a Dropbox or a cloud account that the city will use, and you'll be able to access the packet there as well.
And then the police will no longer bring it after a certain point, I guess, when we get this up and
Correct. So you won't get to see any of our lovely officers, their smiling faces. You'll have to seek them out on your own.
going.
Or just drive through town a little too fast and they'll find you.
Don't worry, they do that. So
Is there any other comments? Yes, ma'am.
Lori, that was a question I'm glad you asked, because we didn't know whether or not if you would want to use a tablet or not. So we can either provide you with a paper packet, or we have some extra tablets. We got a couple of spares, and one was to whether or not we would need to get one for you as well. So yay or nay? Okay, very good.
Anything else? Okay, Eagle Scout request. Officer, if you would.
We need that to be approved, sir.
Oh, the paperless policy?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'd entertain a motion that we approve paperless government policy.
So
I'll
moved.
move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none, motion passes.
Good job.
Jacob, come on in. You'll find his presentation on your pages 33 through 36. You can take your mask off if you like.
Good evening. I'm going to present my Eagle Scout project to the city of Festus. I would like to build benches for the food pantry. Ever since I was a Cub Scout, I thought it would be a neat thing to do because I volunteered there and I saw the long line of people and I thought something had to be done about it. And I thought it'd be a nice thing to do. My project will include benches as well as a drop box for books, so people can pick up books they can read. They can take them home with them if they so choose. They can leave books there that they've already read. And yeah. Yeah, she talked to my mom and said that as long as I propose to her and ask for supplies, she'll give me whatever I need.
How does that work for us as far as insurance or safety, or will they even come back on the city if it's people?
It's our property. The pantry obviously uses it on a lease that they have with the city, but obviously the security of the grounds, because of their use of the property, we're named insured, with them being a not-for-profit. The liability is zero, as far as that's concerned. It'll be a nice addition to the food pantry, I think.
Oh, I know it will be, but I just want to make sure they don't come back and want somebody, you know how it is.
Mhm.
Somebody always looking for a fast putt, to sue the city.
May I make a comment, please?
Yes, go ahead.
So Jacob, I think it's fantastic that you're working on your Eagle Scout and coming before the city council like you are. And to be making the benches over there for the food pantry, I think it's a great idea. I think it's excellent. And you're helping people. I applaud you for that. That's all I have, sir.
All right. Is there any other discussion?
Just a bit of patriotism there.
Yes, of course. Now, no. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm finished. That's all. I just think it's a fantastic.
Hard to follow that.
I'm just, working on an Eagle Scout project and helping people that are in food lines in the cold winter. I mean, you can't get much better than that, really, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Nope, it's a real good idea, Jacob. Real good idea. Real good project.
This is.
I will entertain a motion that we approve Jacob's project for making benches for the food pantry.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. We approve your project, Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Good job, sir.
Would you mind signing a letter just so I have your signature?
Bring it up here, I'll sign it. There you are, sir. What day is today? There you go. That it? Thank you. Okay, moving right along. Councilman reports. Councilman Boyer.
I have nothing at this time.
Councilman Vins.
Well, I told Matt earlier, thanks for getting one of those lights, which I'm sure there's many, many out there in the city that need more replaced, but thanks for that. And other than that, that's it, sir.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Tenen.
I just wanted to say that the bridge looks a lot better on Cromwell. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen anytime soon. Looks great. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilman Dennis.
Nothing, sir.
All righty. Councilman Wilkie.
I just wanted to say that it's been good seeing the parks being used, and I think last week there was a big cross-country meet at West City, and then this weekend there was softball tournament at Sunset. It was good seeing out-of-town plates, and I hope that they all were made their way downtown or to any of the other businesses or restaurants that we have as well. And that's all I have.
All righty. Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Weiner.
I have nothing, sir.
Councilman Cook.
Yes, there are just a few couple of things. I want to thank Michelle and our dispatchers, Josh Whaley, and the fire department. I got compliments all this week on situations. Thought they were pretty nice. I want to pass it along. Last but not least, I learned that one of our own, Sergeant Griffar, her daughter is going through some medical procedures, and I just thought it'd be nice if the council just keeps her in our thoughts and prayers, because it's not good. I mean, it's her child, so she's in our prayers. Thank you, sir.
All righty. Thank you. I guess it's my turn. Gentlemen, as of today, there were 113 active cases in Festus. Now that's the 63028 zip code. So that includes rural Festus of the COVID. In the county, there's 932 active, 78 deaths. I encourage everyone in this city to wear masks, to maintain your social distancing, and to wash your hands. This thing is coming back, and we're going to need to fight it. On a personal note, I have a granddaughter in Las Vegas who has COVID, so I would appreciate your thoughts. Is there anything else anyone would like to say? Fire Chief? Treasurer? Madam Treasurer? Finance Director? Matt, do you have anything else? If not, I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
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 This meeting is adjourned.
Have a good one, gentlemen.
Good one.